Look down the next time you're walking through a city street. Past the crosswalk lines, past the cracks in the sidewalk, you'll spot them everywhere. Heavy metal discs embedded in the ground, sometimes rusted, sometimes stamped with the name of a city that poured them decades ago. Manhole covers. You've stepped on thousands of them in your lifetime without ever stopping to ask one very simple question. Why are they round? Streets are full of squares and rectangles. Bricks, tiles, windows, doors, sidewalks. Almost everything we build follows straight lines and sharp corners. So why, in nearly every city on Earth, did engineers settle on a circle for the one thing that guards a dark hole leading 20 feet underground? The answer is deceptively brilliant, and it starts with gravity and a very dangerous problem. Imagine you're a city worker. You've just unbolted a manhole cover and you're climbing down a ladder into a sewer tunnel. That heavy iron disc is sitting on the street above your head. Now imagine that cover was square. A square cover can be tilted diagonally and slipped right through its own opening. The diagonal of a square is always longer than any of its sides. That means if someone nudged it at the wrong angle, a 50-pound slab of iron could slide through the hole and drop directly onto your skull. This isn't a theoretical concern. It's the kind of thing that kills people in confined underground spaces. A round cover completely eliminates this problem. A circle has a constant diameter. No matter how you turn it, rotate it, or tilt it, the widest measurement is always exactly the same. It physically cannot fall through its own opening. It is the only common shape with this property. Mathematicians call this a curve of constant width, and the circle is the simplest and most practical example of it. But safety wasn't the only reason. Think about what happens when a road crew needs to put the cover back. A square cover has to be aligned perfectly. You need to match the corners, rotate it to the exact right orientation, and lower it in carefully. In the dark, in the rain, on a busy street with traffic screaming past you, that alignment becomes a real problem. A circle has no corners and no orientation. You roll it over, drop it on, and it fits. Every single time. No rotation required. This might sound trivial until you realize that in a city like New York, there are over 300,000 manhole covers. Multiply a few extra seconds of alignment by hundreds of thousands of covers being opened and closed by maintenance crews year after year, and that simplicity saves enormous amounts of time and labor. Speaking of rolling, here's another advantage most people never consider. When a road crew removes a square cover, they have to lift it and carry it. Iron manhole covers weigh anywhere from 90 to 300 pounds depending on the city. Carrying that kind of weight across uneven ground is a recipe for crushed fingers and broken toes. A round cover can be rolled. You pop it out of the frame, tip it on its edge, and roll it like a wheel to wherever you need it. Try that with a rectangle. Now, there's a deeper engineering reason hiding beneath all of this. Manhole covers sit in frames, and those frames are embedded in roads that endure enormous stress. Thousands of cars, trucks, and buses roll over them every single day. A square frame concentrates stress at its corners. Over time, those corners crack. The pavement around them crumbles. The frame loosens and starts to rattle every time a vehicle passes over it. A circular frame distributes stress evenly across its entire circumference. There are no weak points, no corners to crack. The load from a passing truck radiates outward in all directions equally. This is the same principle that makes arches so strong in architecture. The circle is nature's favorite shape for handling pressure. There is one more detail that most people overlook entirely. Underground infrastructure isn't square. Sewer tunnels, utility conduits, water mains, they are almost always cylindrical. A round cover sitting on top of a round shaft is a natural geometric match. It creates a cleaner seal, sheds water more efficiently, and fits the architecture of the world beneath the street. So the next time you step over one of those heavy iron discs, you'll know it's not just a lid. It's a small masterpiece of applied geometry. A shape chosen because it can't fall and kill you, because it fits no matter how you place it, because it rolls instead of being carried, and because it refuses to crack under pressure. Every city on Earth arrived at the same answer independently, because when you ask the question honestly, the circle is the only shape that solves every problem at once. If you enjoyed this one, hit that like button, share it with someone who loves a good hidden detail, and subscribe for more stories behind the everyday world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.